I can't believe we live in an era where we're finally seeing cosmic beings in live action. Celestials seem like they're more on the higher end of actual cosmic being gods. They're them being able to make themselves big as universes and stuff. Like, it just gets ridiculous. With the introduction of the Eternals, we got to really see how our special effects over the years of movies have evolved to the point where we can actually make cosmic beings look cool on big screen. I was going to make a video about individual Celestials, but I thought a video about all of them would be better for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They don't have much screen time. They don't really appear. They don't really have their own movie where they're the main characters. So I thought this was appropriate. Since they're basically space gods, is it really a surprise they have almost every power you can think of, honestly? Opening portals, teleportation, they can communicate telepathically with their creations, the Eternals. Implications of weather manipulation, you see the lightning manipulation, telekinesis to grab you, to pull you up to them.
Our universe is a constant exchange of energy. Celestials use energy gathered from host planets to create suns, generating gravity, heat, and light for new galaxies to form. Without us, our universe will fall into darkness.
I mean, it's obvious they can survive in the vacuum of space. We've literally seen it happen. Like, look how they look. Like, in the concept art, they even imply them being bigger than planets here, for example, or at least big as continents here. I mean, the easiest way to understand how strong the Marvel Cinematic Universe Celestials are is just their size, for example. Like, they can change their sizes. We've seen different flashbacks of Celestials be as small as mountains or buildings or multiple buildings. We've seen them be this small. We've also seen them be so big to where they literally, like in this little flashback when they were telling about them, they literally can be as big as planets to the point where the planet itself erupts, like from the Celestial being born. Celestials having the raw power just by simply moving can destroy planets in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This is expected, right? Just to give you a scope of how big these Celestials get, like there's literally a place that's apparently considered like a planet or a place to go to that's a severed Celestial head.
It's called Nowhere, the severed head of an ancient Celestial being.
I mean, just to give you an example of how big the Celestial is compared to the planet Earth when it was about to come out of the planet. So yeah, these Celestials are literally planet-sized. I mean, this scene right here, for example, implies that this particular Celestial was as big as the Earth or bigger than the Earth by the way he looks in this angle. It's literally confirmed that the MCU Celestials use cosmic energy. That's why they can pretty much do every power known to man, creating building blocks of all life across the cosmos. Their power is so great, very few can grasp the power of the Celestials. Their influence is felt in the very fabric of the existence itself. They can even get larger, destroy more than planets with their energy blast, or even create their very own black hole, like literal black hole. Things in the universe that can easily level the entire solar system. Black holes generate way more energy needed to destroy a planet. They have the energy, cosmic energy, to create these type of phenomenons. The Earth is pathetically small in comparison to the sun. And these Celestials
use energy gathered from host planets to create suns.
So it's implied they can literally create suns. So they can destroy Earth millions of times over if they can create suns. There's even certain scans that imply they can get bigger than suns, like how they hold the sun in their hand. Like here, it's implied that they might be actually bigger than the suns themselves. And then you got moments like this to where it looks like they can literally become bigger than galaxies just from sheer size alone. This would imply these beings are literally so godlike they can literally get larger than actual galaxies, which have billions of stars in them. But we don't have much to go off of. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they could level multiple galaxies, any of the Celestials for that matter, honestly. That we're just getting started showing them in the MCU. Everything has been casual up to this point. Them blowing up multiple galaxies seems to be something they could totally do if they wanted to. I mean, they're getting as large as multiple galaxies and stuff. You see what I mean? I mean, I don't want to jump into too much reaching, but we do know of the existence of this cosmic being known as Eternity. And in the main continuity we know of, Eternity is the literal living embodiment of the universe multiverse. Multi-eternity, universal eternity. So the literal universe itself is alive. Celestials are kind of in that hierarchy of power when it comes to the cosmic being, centric level beings. Like, in the main continuity comics, usually the cosmic beings like to hang around in a group, including the Watcher, Death, Infinity, even a Celestial. You see where I'm going here? Like, that's why I'm pretty sure like Celestials can pretty much blow up universes. Like, they're considered cosmic beings. Up there with the big dogs like Eternity. Marvel MCU hasn't shown Eternity and a Celestial fight yet, but like, yeah, they're cosmic beings, so I wouldn't be surprised if they couldn't match each other. You see what I mean? And I don't want to reiterate how strong the characters we already know of in the MCU are, like the gods like Odin, Thor, like beings we already seen in the MCU. Cosmic beings are on a whole nother level. because beings like Eternity have the power to wipe out all the deities at once, even in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Eternity.
Eternity is a very powerful being at the center of the universe. It will grant the desire of the first person who reaches it.
If he seeks the altar of eternity, that means he could wipe us out at once. That means he could wipe us out at once.
I want to give you guys a visual perspective. This literal place right here is literally Omnipotence City. All the different deities in the MCU. This cosmic being Eternity can wipe out all these beings with a single wish. That's the kind of perspective I'm talking about when it comes to the higher end abstract beings of the MCU. Matter of fact, in this place, Omnipotence City, we actually seen Celestials here. So believe it or not, the MCU seems to be copying this concept of like when one cosmic being pops up, the other one's kind of like low key pop up too. Like you see the image of the Watcher behind them with the Celestials, with Eternity statues popping up. Like this is not by accident. All the cosmic being statues are here purposely. This is not a coincidence. It's kind of the same way they do in Marvel Comic Book 616. If you think I'm just talking out my butthole, just look at the fact that there's a Celestial statue right next to the Watcher statue. Like you see the Celestial head that's about to fall. Like they're putting the Celestials in that same hierarchy. You see what I mean? That's why I said all these Celestials probably can blow away the universe, if I'm being honest. There's implications that the Celestial Arsham made the first sun and ignited the Big Bang, like pretty much causing the universe to even come to be. There's implications of that in the MCU and how everything came together.
Before creation itself, there were 6 singularities. Then the universe exploded into existence, and the remnants of these systems were forged into concentrated ingots. These stones, it seems, can only be brandished by beings of extraordinary strength.
All of our powers, even if they're amplified, are not enough to kill a Celestial.
I can't kill a Celestial.
This is a room that shows all the cosmic beings, Celestials included. Technically in the MCU, we already got some feats for the Watcher, so it can kind of give you an idea of how strong the other cosmic beings should technically be by default. Even on Marvel.com, they talk about the Watcher as a being who exists outside the planes of space and time. He sees everything that's happening in every universe.
I am the Watcher. I'm a fifth dimensional being. I'm a fifth dimensional being.
If they're not afraid of saying that the Watcher is literally a fifth dimensional being in MCU, I don't see no reason why like characters like Eternity, their true forms aren't like that too. Same with the Celestials. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be any different really, if I'm being honest. Don't forget that the Watcher is literally a higher dimensional being and he's literally bigger than universes. Like this gives you an idea of what they might have planned for the Celestials of the future of the MCU. Like we're barely seeing the true power of the Celestials so far. But the Celestials themselves believe. You should hit that like button, and thanks for the donations. I'm glad you are enjoying your time on the channel. Make sure you check out the playlist on the channel to see other How Strong videos. If you like what this channel is offering, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys later.